went to the border. So she finally decided, you know what? Maybe that deserves a visit. So we're going to get to just, I'm not going to bore you with a lot of her border speech because it was all nonsense and just lies. But there's a couple of different ads that came out in advance of her border visit. One is from her team and one is from Trump's. We'll play hers first.
Kamala Harris has never backed down from a challenge. She put cartel members and drug traffickers behind bars. And she will secure our border.
No, she won't.
Here's her plan. Hire thousands more border agents.
Okay.
Enforce the law and step up technology.
Do that
and
3
stop
years ago.
fentanyl smuggling and human trafficking.
Oh my God.
We need a leader with a real plan to fix the border.
Okay.
And that's Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
That is the dumbest ad I've ever seen. so stupid.
Just a lie. What? I mean, you can do all those things now, and you're not.
Yeah.
So shut up.
She could have done it 3.5 years ago. The tweets I find really interesting that somebody came out with a number of tweets she has come out with about the border. In 2021, she tweeted about the border twice. In 2022, 0 times. 2023, 0 times. 2024, there were 7. And in the past 3 days, there were 15. Isn't that interesting how that works? Right before an election. Isn't that interesting? The timing is a little sus, as the kids would say.
On the topic that she knows she hurts in the most.
Right. Because you're a big fat loser.
Yep.
That's what you are. And in her stupid speech, which was, in fact, stupid, she talks about a pathway to citizenship to immigrants who have been here for years. She wants to give them that. That's what she wants. It's like, no, we don't want that. We want to deport these people. That's what we want. So make no mistake. She talks about this whole, she wants to we got to fix the immigration system. This is what all Democrats talk about. It's a bunch of bull crap, you guys.
Yeah.
Because what she wants to do is she wants to take all these people, these 20 million, whatever illegals they've let just pour over the border, and she wants to give them a pathway to citizenship. That's what she wants. Yeah, of course she does. It's gross.
Here is Trump's ad, which is way better.
I know the importance of safety and security, especially at our border.
Who really is Kamala Harris? She's been telling us her entire career.
I support our sanctuary law.
The illegal immigrant deported multiple times who stands accused of killing Kate Steinle.
An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
Also have the courage to reject that term illegal alien.
Are you aware that there's a perception?
Do you know?
Are you aware that there's a
that
perception?
Puts ICE in the same category as the KKK. Is that what you're asking me?
Abolish ICE. Yeah. Is that a position that you agree with?
And we need to probably think about starting from scratch. We're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. I am opposed to any policy that would deny any human being public health, period.
Will you be committing to close immigration detention centers?
Absolutely, on day one.
How come she hasn't applied consequences the last 3.5 years? 10 million illegal encounters, 2 million gotaways, 600% increase in sex trafficking, more terrorists coming across the border, a record number of people off the terrorist watch list, and over 250,000 Americans dead to fentanyl that comes across the border. Consequences, there ought to be consequences for her failure.
We have a secure border. The border is secure.
Sickening new details about the murder of Georgia nursing student Laken Riley. The 22-year-old was beaten to death with a mystery object.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't.
Kamala Harris. Do you trust her to stop the invasion?
So great. Such a great ad. There are 13,000 murderers.
Yeah, we're getting to that. We're getting to that story. We have a whole news story about that.
Good, because it's this is, you guys, she's such a liar. I can't believe that there are Democrats who are actually falling for this crap. You don't change. She is a snake. She is the villain.
I love this meme because she really she was on the border wall for 20 minutes because she just needed enough time to get a couple pictures in. And so now that there's pictures out, we have a picture where she's saying, no, I was investigating the root cause of migration, and Border Patrol saying, ma'am, You are the root cause of migration.
Exactly.
It's you. You're the problem.
She is the absolute problem. Also, visit gored47.com/chicks and use code chicks75 at checkout for a single MAGA Red number 47 lipstick for $75. Some of the proceeds go to the Trump campaign. Or you can add 2 items for a BOGO deal with the code chicks, and that will be automatically applied. You can do that too. Have you guys seen the lipstick? We have the lipstick. So I think Mock has it on right now.
I do. I am wearing
fabulous this Monday morning. So do it.
And if you missed the Friday night speech, we were actually at our neighbor's house and we watched it live, and just the 4 of us were seething over it. But here's just the tiniest piece, so you can just get a feel for how much of a huge pile of nonsense it actually was.
To reduce illegal border crossings, I will take further action to keep the border closed between ports of entry. Those who cross our borders unlawfully will be apprehended and removed and barred from re-entering for 5 years. We will pursue more severe criminal charges against repeat violators. And if someone does not make an asylum request at a legal point of entry and instead crosses our border unlawfully, they will be barred from receiving asylum.
Oh, now she's so full of shit. It's like after 20 million have been let in. And then she was like, these people deserve to have a system that works. She said that. They deserve nothing.
Oh
they deserve nothing. They're criminals. They have crossed over the border illegally, which you don't agree with, as evidenced by like a gajillion times you've said that in speeches and in interviews over the past several years. They deserve nothing. They deserve to be deported. That's what they deserve. And the American people deserve better.
And it was so tone deaf too, the fact that she wore that ridiculous $62,000 necklace.
Oh my God.
Which she wears to almost everything. So of course there's this outlet. I don't know who WWD is, but they were like, she accessorized with symbolism in a Tiffany & Company necklace and pearl earrings for the Arizona campaign rally. I mean, that is so tone deaf. And a lot of people were actually commenting on how this was way too little, way too late. In fact, Jack Posobiec said she was dumb to go to the border. It was just a truly awful move strategically, reeks of desperation. And then he reposted an old video of her, not that old actually, where Jake Tapper was asking her thoughts about the wall that you saw her in that photo op standing next to. And here's what she said about the wall.
Let me ask you, would you be willing to vote for a bill, a compromise piece of legislation that includes money for the border wall that you called his medieval vanity project?
Well, who is going to vote for a medieval vanity project?
Okay. It wouldn't say that in the bill. It wouldn't say it in the bill. Would you be willing to vote for some border security money, wall money, barrier money, to give permanent protection to DACA children, DACA young people like Cecilia? Would you be willing to make that exchange?
Let me be very clear. I'm not going to vote for a wall under any circumstances. Because
okay.
I'll
just pose next
She
to
probably,
it.
and I'm sure she has, well, she definitely has one around her house right now. And WWD is Women's Wear Daily. That's what that was.
Oh, okay. So it's a fashion thing.
Yeah, it's a fact. And they were just delighted about it, I'm sure. Yeah, because it's probably
God.
it's a liberal rag. Yeah,
Oh my God.
she's just insufferable. And I cannot believe anybody's falling for any of her lies. Everything that comes out of her face is a lie. Everything.
Mm-hmm. This is also a little bit of a flashback when she was referring to that medieval vanity project, because she also said that Donald Trump was creating a fiction about there even being a border crisis.
Because we have a president of the United States who has created a fiction about a crisis at the border, and he has held up the United States government and its workers around his vanity project called a wall. And it's a distraction from the real issues.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell that to the families of the daughters who have been raped and killed. Is it fiction? I don't think it's fiction.
She never mentions the victims.
No, she would never mention them. Mm-mm.